Yes, so good afternoon, everyone again. And let's start service desk module to knowledge transfer today. And I hope actually most of us are familiar with that, but still I want to add some value to all because every time when we explain anything, so it goes to a different level, right? So this is already we have done a training and we have recorded training sessions in our knowledge base, but still I thought actually I must understand the client's pain point and I can add more value to our customers. So that's why we are here today. So thank you for being here and be attentive and be active so that I can get more energy from you all, right? What I always say in my training. So guys, actually we all know some people has already said to us, successful people do not do different things, but they do things in a different way. Correct. So whatever we are practicing in our business, whether this is a small business, micro business, a small business, right, or a large enterprise. So large enterprise, they are large, right? So they're not practicing different thing, but they do the same things in a different way. If we are not able to scale our business or we are not able to achieve our goal, definitely we have to give it a second thought and we have to add more value and we have to shift our focus. And of course, we have to introspect ourselves as a leader, and then we must go back to our system to restart the same, right? So things starts happening. So Borg, basically Borg is a technology technological tool, and this is Borg is a actually presents how to automate your business, right, in all aspects. So we are adding more and more value as a product. We are also offering solution to the MSMEs. We are also training to the people, right, how they can get maximum out of them from their business. So we are in all aspects, right? So today we are here to understand what is our service desk module says out of the BORG ERP, right? BORG ERP is a combination of module. So let's understand what is the role of service desk in the business. So each and every business doesn't require service desk module of our BORG ERP, a BORG desk. People who are involved with service part, only they need to implement in their business. But we need to understand, we need to identify what tool and how to implement any tool in their business. So that's a paramount important. We know success and failure is a part of the business, but some people get failed and they learn from that and then they go ahead. But some people, they get failed and they get disappointed, then they depressed and they move away from the business, right? And they either they don't start any business or they then start another business. Those actually their habit is getting failed and just going away. So it happens in the same thing in a different business also. So just find out what is the root cause if anything is there. So today, service desk module, how it is going to add more value to your business, we will discuss. So let's understand first in 2 minutes what is the application of service desk module in the business. So a business who offers a business to business services to their client, right, to their business client. So that is more fit for the service desk model. For example, IT companies who are in the sales as well as for the service. So big IT companies, small IT companies, or micro IT companies, we offer the solution each and every size of the company. So they need the service desk. So for example, so how service desk helps in their business to retain the client. So number one is module is sales, what we already discussed in our previous training session. So what BORG sales does, BORG helps in enterprises to acquire more new customer and how to convert them, how to convert quickly, and how to ensure the maximum conversion rate. So the BORG sales automation module helps in that, right? But a second thing is that how to retain the employee, that's very much important. Otherwise what happens, most of the enterprises acts like a leaky bucket. They are filling more and more customers in the business, and the old customers are going out. So how to retain, how to make them happy? So there is a one, how you can make them happy, so service just helps in that, right? So main thing is that there is no mantra, there is no jadoo to retain your customer, to make your customer happy. Only the quality of service. You have to respond in time to your client issues. You have to understand their problem as your problem, right? Because if you are giving them any solution, and they may or may not be aware out of about your solutions, or they have some confusion, they have some problems, and they want to reach you basically, right? Because they have invested in your product, and they want to get out of that, and they understand what's the need of their business. That's why they approached you and they took your solution. But at the same time, if they are getting stuck, so we are there to help them out, so we have to help them out, correct? So how you can help them? Most of the team, for example, today I'm not feeling well about all about the product. So how can I approach the team of that particular company or service, right? To address my concern. So that's a parameter important. So always there is a gap in between the company. So let me make you understand in the whiteboard, so that you can get out of this session, right? So let me draw one thing. So there's a two part of the business we can understand, correct? So let it divide it. One is customer acquisition. So customer acquisition is how to acquire new customer. So new customer acquisition, right? So how to, for example, if you are acquiring more customers, so how leaky bucket works? For example, this is a bucket, correct? So you are entering most of the clients here, new customers, right? You have a very much effective strategy to acquire more customer. That's fantastic. So if you are a effective team, if you have a effective strategies, if you have a little budget to generate more leads, then your team will follow, then they will convert. So your product is also very good, right? But at the same time, always, because that product, that solution or service of your for your customer is new. It's you are familiar with your product and service very much, but the customer who is buying your products with that customer is new to your product or service. So they have a lot of questions. Imagine when you are starting any business, how much you have to think about the business, right? So that's how you have to think for the customer also. So if they have taken your product, so of course they need a lot of understanding about that product or service, then only they will be satisfied. So that even though assume your product is very good, your solution is very good, but at the same time still your buyer has some doubt, but how to address those doubts, that's the main thing. So a lot of leads are coming here, correct? And this is your business completely. But what happened if you're not giving right approach, or right, you're not addressing the customer concerns in a right way? What happened? They will not be happy and they will get disappointed. What happened? They will declare themselves your product is not good because of the service, because but your product is good, right? So what happened? Customers start leaving your company. So what happened? Yeah, this is a leaky bucket. So a lot of holes are there in such systems. So customers start coming out, and where they are coming, because they have a need. So you can understand where they will go. They will go to your competitor. So here your competitors are sitting, correct? Here your competitors are sitting here. Lot of competitors are there. So they will greet your customer. They know usually they are very much disappointed from that product, or particular branded product, or their service. So it's very much easy to bring them in their business, right? So where they are coming, they are going from the business and they are coming to your competitor business. What happened? you are giving one more chance to grow your competitor, right? So most of the businessmen, if we talk about the MSMEs, so they don't focus that much to retain a customer. They focus more, they worry more to acquire new customers. So that's a mistake people are doing. So to empower the retainership of the customers, we brought service desk module. So I think it's clear to everyone, right? If it is clear to everyone, please type clear in the chat box. Please type clear in the chat box. Oh my God, my whiteboard was not visible to you. So if is any case, please unmute yourself and speak to me anytime. Please do this thing. So I'm again sharing this my whiteboard, right? So that you can get out of that. I'm very much sorry. I'm very much sorry. So now it is visible to you. Please type yes if it is there. Please type yes if it is visible. So I request everyone to type yes. Great. So what I was making you understand, this is two part of the company. Let me repeat what I said so that you can be on the same page. You can see this is a one part of your business, new customer acquisition. This is second part of your business, customer retention, customer experience, customer satisfaction. You can say anything. This is a second part of business. What will happen if you don't have this system in place? Then what will happen? Your system, your company will work as a leaky bucket. In this way, you are bringing more customers. You have a good strategy. You have a good sales team. You have a good budget, so you are able to acquire more customers. What will happen? You don't have any strategy. You don't have any tool, right, to retain your customers. So what will happen? You can see there are so many customers are coming and your team is converting because your product is good, your sales strategies are good, so you are able to acquire more customers. What happened? The customers, actually you're not able to retain those customers. They are not satisfied because as we already discussed, that your product or solution is new to your customers, so they have a lot of queries, right? They have a lot of queries, so they want to clear those queries, right? So always I have seen, actually there's a lot of gap in between your support team or your team and the customers. So there's no proper channel of communication happens in that. So what will happen if there's no proper communication of the channel? So your team, or in fact you as a business owner or a team, actually you're not able to understand what is the pain point of your customers. Then in that case, customer becomes alone and they don't get complete knowledge transfer, complete solution of their questions, right? So they will start losing, going out from your business, or your business starts losing your customer. So it works like a leaky bucket, right? So this is, we call it leaky bucket. So this is a bucket and these are holes, okay, and customer starts coming out, correct? And where they are going, and make sure this is not a theory. I'm just telling you very practical after having 100+ business owners and business experience. So this happens with most of the business. So this is a basically leakage. For example, you have a pipeline in your house or in your office. So if anything is leakage, imagine if you most of them have experienced this one. If one person, if in your bathroom your tap leakage is there, right? So if one drop of water is coming out from your tub, so make sure in 24 hours, if you'll not fill in that, it will completely finish. So this is the power of one drop. So even if you start losing customers, some of business owners they not realize this thing, they don't understand, but it happens in their business, right? So because there is no proper channel, there is no communication of their customer to the support team. So this leaky bucket issues them, and where they are going, these customers who are coming out, so where they are going to their competitor. Lot of competitors are there, so they are going any of, and this is very easy for your competitor basically to understand the same, to bring your customers into their business, correct? So this happens. So I think it's clear to everyone, and now you must have understand what is the importance of service desk basically in the business. So we don't talk about the B2C business, but we talk about the B2B business. Most and some of B2C business also in the nature of B2C business, B2B business. So they can also go for the service desk. So we have to understand if we are providing a service to one individual or one person, and service engagement is a little long, right? This should not be like a kirana store. If you are going them and you are buying any product from them, and then your connection got disconnected from that, right? Because you have bought, you have paid, and there's no relation, right? So this should not be like that. If any service company or product company needs a relation, long-term relation with their customers, and they are offering support for them, so that these kind of services can go for the service desk. As I told you, the IT companies basically they offer AMC, annual maintenance contracts to their customers. So customers keep contacting to them. So there is a way, service desk is a way to interact between customer and the support team. Similarly, if any product company is there, right? If, for example, they are selling kitchen appliances or RO kind of things, they also offer service to their customer, right? So they also sometimes offer AMC, or sometimes most of the company offering. Sorry, we were out of network, so we came again. Thank you so much for being and having patience with us. Let's then we were there. We were discussing how we can basically retain our customer, right? So let me share now my screen and go to the product right away from here. So I think we understood what is the importance of service desk, and which kind of organization actually can go for the service desk. So it may be important. It may be important for all service providers and the product sellers who offer the annual maintenance contract or service kind of things to their customer. Now, I'm just coming back to our product, right? Or solution, what it is. So let me open and log in to the BORG so that I can make you understand how does it work basically. So just let me log into the demo account. So you all, I think you all are using BORG, so you must have your own accounts. You can understand and you can correlate what we are going to discuss today. And end of the session, please feel free to ask any questions if we don't cover or you have in your mind regarding service desk model. So this is the earlier which was displaying, so that was a dashboard of our complete ERP. Now just I have clicked on service desk module and just I'm going here, correct? So there are two menu basically. These are the right hand menu navigation bar. In the left side you can see the menu navigation bar. So you either you can go into the options from here, or if you don't want to take pain of expanded this one, so on the top of uh, this application you can say dashboard, tickets, RAC, team chat. These are also are a part of these same menus what you have seen in the left side navigation bar, right? So actually you can see how you can basically interact what we discussed. There should not be any gap between customer and the support team. Then how we can ensure to minimize this gap. So let me again go to the whiteboard and let me explain you a little bit to make you understand what happens, how BORG helps. So here you can say your support team is there, right? Your support team is there, and there's a lot of customers: C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6. These are customer, right? Then how you can ensure your support of your customer, right? So they all are connected. This is your company. This is your company, and these other departments, sales and IT or whatever it is there, product, whatever departments you have. So how they are connected with the support is what happens once sales happens. So that becomes your buyer, right? And because they have bought, they have paid for the product and services. Then what happened? Once they are okay with each and everything, so they will now have an option. Sales team in most of the cases they may or may not be available for answering the customer's question. What happens? Because they have a pressure to acquire more new clients. So what happens generally, what we do the mistakes, we again ask our salesperson to support our customer the same. But in the business, in any business, if business is small, so it can go. But if a little bit, if you want to scale your business, or you have a good size of sales team and and good number of your customers, so definitely we recommend to have a separate support team. Because if you can expect from the sales, so I think this is your mistake. This is not a mistake of your sales team. Your sales team may or may not support your customer, because your sales team may not have capabilities or skills to handle customer, or to so that you can retain, right? So there just so many customers are there. So what do you need to do? You need to appoint a different service people. So in that, it depends on size of business. That may be a one person in the support team, that may be a 2 3 4, or that may be 100 200 also. Again, that depends on number of customers, and that again depends on depends on what kind of inquiries and how frequent you are getting. So that depends on case to case and company to company. That's why actually we also work with some companies as a consultant to help them out when they need, because owners does not have that much time to look into their business. Because everybody's baby looks good and talented for them, right? So no parents can say my baby or my kids or my son or daughter is not good, right? Or they're not going well, or they are not going good. So nobody can say. So everybody appreciate your own baby. So similarly, your business also your own baby. So you don't dare to criticize your baby, right? But the consultant or the advisor uh, appointed by you, they're not part of your baby, so they can support you in actual problems what you are having. So that has to be understood. So that's the important of your support, having a support team and having a consultant or advisor for your business. So I recommend everybody actually must have a mentor, advisor or consultant, whatever it is for your business, so that that guy is out of your business and they can guide you and they can explore your weakness also, right? And they can appreciate your strength also. So similarly, so let's come back to our topic. So support, the you need to connect all your customer support team. So in most of the business, what happened, we ask our customer, this is we always write in a product sticker on a brochure or in a company or website everywhere, customer care number this and this, right? But that customer care number doesn't work like a customer care, right? Whenever they dial, because your support team has not been trained well how to handle customer and how to address their problem. What happens, they do the formalities, sometimes they receive a call, sometimes they don't receive a call, and you don't have any way out or system to track how many calls have been received or attended. So there is a gap in this, right? So service desk also fills that gap. So what we have made, actually we have made a ticketing system for that, correct? And that ticketing system is connected to so many things. I'll explain actually once we'll start this service desk explanation. So we'll explain each and everything from there, how does it work. So basically this funda is we are just filling this gap of the customer, correct? So when this gap gets filled, then customer retention starts and starts going high in that case. So that's our only key, what we need to understand, what we need to dig out, and what you need to understand in your business. We have to give enough time to understand this thing, whether in our business that gap is there or not, and how we are answering the our client queries, and whether we are uh, proactively answering a queries or proactively looking at the customer problems, or we are also analyzing pattern of reporting of a problem, right? Or we are supporting them reactive. So in 99%, if any company doesn't have any kind of system or support system, what happens, they react, they behave reactively, and they do the reactive communication. What happens, when customer reports a problem, then only start working on that. But what is the proactive approach? Before customers put the complaints on that, you must know what is the complaints, what kind of complaints we are receiving, and you can kill them before reporting from the customer side. So that's only way of retaining a customer. So this is the only key to retain more customers. And you can also understand, we are also going to add, our team is working, development is working, we are adding with the service desk, what we are adding, we are adding customer experience. So what happened, in that case, when any mail or SMS goes to your client right after closing a ticket, so in that SMS or mail, you can ask, please rate us and please review us, correct? So it will help you to get a review, and that also can be shared in your website to your customers, to your prospects, so that they will come to know how you care your customers, right? So only thing is that we have to have a care attitude, right, to retain our customers. So we have to understand their problem, we have to understand their problem as our problem, because if they are in problem because of your product and service, they are not getting the same value whatever they have paid for, they will not going to stay that much with your business, right? So I think it's clear so far with everybody. Please type clear once more, right, to get more energy, so that I can understand that you people are on the same page. So please type clear if you are active and attentive, or we are listening. So because in the beginning, you people have gave me a lot of energy, right? That's why I'm able to speak with a more high energy. So I need more energy from you all people. Please be attentive, be, and if you are getting stuck anywhere, please note it down, and we'll discuss post this training session, right? So now just I'm going to share this one. So we were there. So we you can see on the top of this space, you can see the menus. And so this is a dashboard, tickets, right? The RAC means rapid action chat. I'll let you know how does it function. Team chat, AMC contract, AMC dues, customers reports, and CDR means call detail reports. So if you are using, the IVR system, so I recommend strongly, because you are spending lakhs of rupees for your business, but in that case you are not focusing how you can spend effectively. So if you have IVR system, you must have IVR system. I'll recommend this thing. And we have added caller desk and Tata IVR in the BORG ERP, so you don't need to worry about that. Only that it takes 2 minutes to integrate and start their service, their Tata and caller desk services to with the BORG. Correct? It's only 2 minutes task. So CDR, you can automatically whatever call will be landing, you can see in the CDR. We have also added one thing you may or may not be aware: templates. So for example, we have analyzed and our team understand that your means our customers means your team is not that much educated, or may not be that much educated, and they may educated means they may or may not be well in that content writing, right? So education means the content writing, because here we need to write a lot of things and we need to respond to our customers. So basically, if your team is not good in content writing, so we have given you option. You can set up predefined templates so that your team can select and automatically can be sent. So there's no need to type each and everything for your team. If they want any specific answer, so they can add something on that, and that can be more and more helpful for them, right? And if you want to see the more options, you can click here. SLA means service level agreement. Services means you can add more services, you can manage all services. If you want to open tickets, or if you want to add new annual maintenance contract, what you have got, you have want to anytime in this month, so you can add from here. So I'll just give a complete things how you can do. So there are two, again I'm just coming to the whiteboard. How the ticketing system works. So there is a two kind of, we are making omni-channel service desk, as it takes little bit time. It's not right now, but just for the update, I'm just letting you know we are going to make a omni-channel support desk. Omni-channel means this is your help desk or support desk, right? So what happens, or what is omni-channel? What is omni-channel? Omni-channel means you can interact with your customer from all the platform. For example, right now we are facilitating our customers to get them their login dashboard. The people who are using our service desk module, they can get login dashboard. They can give a login dashboard to their customer, right? So what they do, their customer can log into the dashboard and they can open a ticket from there, and they can once that ticket is open, so your help desk will be notified that one ticket has been opened, and they can entertain, they can respond immediately, right? There is a certain priority in the help desk system. So we have made like critical, then high priority, then medium priority, then low priority, then very low priority, right? So what happened in critical means these priority definition depends on the financial impact on your client business, right? For example, you are selling any, for example, gas stove you are selling, for example. So that problem is actually there is some certain issues in the gas stove, and the problem is this that that stove is not lighting up properly, and that can create some kind of fire catching system in the kitchen. So this is a critical, because if the kitchen caught fire, it means there may be a huge financial loss as well as other kind of losses there. For example, you were selling printer, right, in the IT industry. So if any printer is down, which is belonging to managing director or CEO, you can see the high level of impact. It means that if any CEO managing director is not able to take a printout, and they means and it means that that may be a huge loss, because that CEO and managing director gets involved in the high level of deals, right? So that may be a lot of financial loss. If any printer which is lying in the corner of the office and occasionally it is being used, if that printer is down, it means that the problem is same printer is down. In that case, that may be the very low priority, that may be a low priority. So how fast you need to attend your customer issue, that depends on the priority, and priority depends on the financial loss of your customer. So you need to define the priority. So priority definition varies company to company. Correct. So here priority level is there. So let's come back here. So your customer can log into their dashboard and they can open a ticket here with the right priority, and that ticket will be reported, will be notified to the help desk people, and they can respond in time. So this is called SLA. So we have to give a confidence to our customer by defining the SLA. SLA means service level agreement. If any service which is of critical priority, our team will be responding in a particular time. So you have to define. For example, if any ticket is being reported in our system with a critical priority, it means that our team will respond in a 10 minutes. So this is your SLA. Okay. Thereafter, that solution may get different, and the closure, there is a one response, and the closure also we have to define like 3 hours. So in the technical term, it is called incident, not issues. So any problem or issues or incident is being reported of critical priority. For example, you have given SLA and confidence to your customer that our team will attend your this priority level, this priority tickets in 10 minutes. We respond and will close in 3 hours, max 3 hours, right? If any issue will go beyond 3 hours, then the customer can impose certain kind of penalty, right? So this kind of penalty is also explained in SLA. These are also explained in SLA, so that the customer and company both are on the same page. So that agreement has to be done. So that gives a certain kind of satisfaction to your customer, right? So if you have a strong this SLA and you are going to explain your SLA, make sure you are going to win more and more customers. So you need to explain about your SLA also. So that depends. SLA depends on different at the time of high and low level of priority. So customer can open a ticket from here, from the dashboard. Another what we right now it is there, but what we are going, so if they are mailing, they are sending emails to your service desk email ID. So also that ticket will be opened automatically in the system. If you have a certain WhatsApp number, right? So if any customer is coming to your WhatsApp number particularly, so that also will come into the ticket. Ticket will get opened and the conversation will get starts. So, and if any of your customer is trying to catch your support team through the Facebook FB Messenger, that also will be, the ticket will be open. So we are going to be a omni-channel service desk. If any of the platform your customer is there and they want to interact with the customer, so they can get interacted and the ticket can be opened. And if tickets is open, that your team is there to respond them in time based on the SLAs. So both are ensured, both party has to be ensured response in time. Most of the cases, what happens, what we have been taught, the customer is a king, customer is always right. So what happens in that case, if we don't have such systems in place, so what happens, the customer opens a ticket, or customers report a problem by call or something, and here we can also add call IVR. So what happened in that case, if they are reporting any issues, correct, in that case your team is responding in time, but at the same time your team needs some details from the customer. So customer is not responding in time, what happens, ticket will not be closed in time. But if you don't have system, customer will not accept anything that when they have replied or when they have not replied. So you need to understand, so in both the party, that's why I say this service desk module binds both the parties to respond in time to each other. Then only if one party is not responding, one is actively responding, so also that incident will not get solved. So in this way the service desk works, right? So let me again share my service desk module. So here you can see here, if I want to jump to the ticket, so I click on ticket, right? You can see number of tickets have been opened. But now a question may be arising in your mind, this ticket, how we can open this ticket? So number one, what I shared here, your support team can open your customer can open a ticket from here. So if, for example, any of your customer is not that much educated, correct, so they deny, or they're not comfortable to open a ticket, so your team also can open a ticket to you on behalf of your customers. So both the things are available. For example, your customer is not that much tech savvy, or then they don't want to follow this process, so no issue, no worry about that. So you can ask your team, you can educate your team to follow this process, right? So this way also works. So in this way, how your team can open up, I'm just covering this one in this training, how your team or your support team can open ticket on behalf of the customer. So that here you will click here, so you can get at a add that sorry, open ticket. So click on open ticket, so you can see the ticket form is opened. So I'll put on subject. Just let me share one more scenario. Most of the cases, mostly we have seen in MSMEs, most of the cases that people that customer is not either mailing, or customer is not opening the ticket. Then what happened, they keep calling you on the particular number, because they are in the habit of the same. So for example, you have already a number of customers, and if you are implementing this services today, so their habit will not get changed immediately, correct? So that may take little time. So initially you need to educate your team to open tickets from here on behalf of them. When they realize then this ticket system is working very well for them. So they will start following the system. You keep educating, like I'm educating you all. So you can keep doing the webinar or trainings for them to opt your systems, right? Because if they will get used to with this system, so of course you are going to benefit it a lot of things, and you can save a lot of money, and you can retain more customers to your system. So here, how you can open a ticket, put a subject line over here, and select a customer for whom you want to open a ticket. Then you can select the department. So that department is also completely customized, and we allow our customer to have your own kind of departments, right? And then the category of product and service. So that why we are asking to give this information this much, because you can see when you have a thousands of number of tickets, so how you can identify if you are dealing with a number of services or different kind of group of services, then how you can understand where we are getting more and more issues or more problems or incident reported in our system. So we are not so in our backend, our management is there, or our decision makers are sitting at the back end, so they can find out the pattern of reporting issues. If they are finding out the pattern, so they can solve this pattern also. You can find out the pattern, what kind of problems are being reported to our system, so you can avoid, you can proactively solve based on the analysis what kind of problems are being reported frequently in our system, and you can minimize the number of reporting incident also. So you can wonder if you are getting today 100 complaints in a day or 100 incidents in a day. So you can minimize to 10 also by analyzing pattern of the issues, and proactively you can kill those issues where you are getting this kind of incident reported by the customer. So that's why we have included category and the product and services. Then again, what I told you, the priority level is there, correct? Then this description, so what kind of problems they are facing, you can write it down, because in any case, if they're not getting or they're not interested to open a ticket, but you are interested because you need to manage, you need to retain more customers. What happens if you are opening a ticket from here, so customer receives some mails. This is an integrated system in the BORG, and that is of course a second party, third party tool of mailing system. So if you are activated, if you have activated in your account, so you can send automatic mail to each and every instance of updates. You can send mails to your customer. BORG also integrated with the SMS also, what we call, we have already integrated Leadify mail and Leadify SMS for the communication for the third, as a third party tool. So that can also be done, or can also be used. In that case, you can use email to inform them to update for the each and every instance. Once ticket is opened, you can click on create button, and from where you can also choose the templates also. Correct? No. For the first time, to explain the issues, because template cannot be used, but to update, to reply to the that particular incident to the customer, so that you can use templates. I'll let you know little later, right? So you can see here, this is a ticket have been open. One automatic ticket ID will be installed, and the customer name, agent name. So by default, this, if for example we are opening new card, so agents will not be assigned, correct? So we'll have to assign an agent. So there is a one more thing, how I need to explain how does it work, what is the help desk, and what is the escalation matrix, how agent can be defined, right? So here, from here, you can click here, and you will be landed to the page where you can get all details, right? You can get that company which company that ticket is there, and then when that ticket was generated, and then who has opened the ticket, basically what is the ticket priority and ticket status. This is a status of ticket. So some status are getting converted or updated automatically, or some of them has to be updated manually based on the situation. And this is a ticket priority. So you can see ticket priority is changed because I clicked by mistake. Here you can say update ticket priority. So sometimes what happens, this customer, misuses the definition of the priority. For example, you have set for the critical priority for the large heavy financial impact, but so of course your team will look into this immediately. So even though sometimes what customer does, that ticket, that incident is not of high priority. And why it's not high priority? Because that is not having that much financial impact. It's having a little financial impact if that problem is not solved in time. But they have put in a critical priority because they know that if we put in a critical priority, so they will entertain, means support team will entertain problems in time, and problem will get solved immediately. So sometimes customer does like that. So we don't need to worry about that. We can lower down that priority also. We need to understand what is the exact issues, problem, or incident with the customer, and whether this ticket is having a right priority or not. If you're not, we can change it. So you can reply that ticket from here, correct? So the current status of the ticket, and you can type here, and you can also here apply the templates. If, for example, a team is working on those issues, you want to update that team is working on the issues, you can select this template, and whatever that has been already predefined in the templates, that will come here, correct? So it may be a long content, it may be a short content, that depends on a business to business, so you can do it. And simply select template and click save. Once you will save, click on save, so ticket will be replied, and your customer will receive an email update on that, and they can also see in their dashboard, correct? So, and apart from that, here if you see here, this is a detail, and then assign option is there. So that has to be assigned. The ticket can be assigned from here. So if how this assignment works, so I want to make you understand in details, right? So far, if it is clear, please write clear in the chat box. Please write clear in the chat box. Great. Now I want to make you understand how this escalation process and department help desk works. So we can set a number of department. So each department, for example, this is sales, this is technical, this is billing. Each department has 4 levels of escalation. Level 4 is this, then level 3, level 2, and level 1. And one we have help desk. This one. Okay. So there are 2 possibilities. For example, that as we have seen here, there is a one option to, if we are opening, the ticket. So there is a one option to select a department. So if customer is selecting the department, so it's okay, that ticket will land in a particular department here. That ticket will land in a particular department. And which level? There are 2 kind of settings. Either you can help them to land in the help desk, or you can also define in our application that ticket will be landed in the L1 of that particular department, right? So what is the role of help desk here? right? We need to understand. Help desk is a person, is a group of, it may be, if a large organization, it may be a group of person. If any client or customer is opening ticket, right? So by default, the ticket will be landed in the help desk. All ticket will be landed in that desk. It's a help desk job to understand the ticket and assign to the relevant department where that ticket is belonging to. And initially, the ticket must be assigned to the L1. In fact, our system allows you can escalate directly to the L4 or L3, L2 also, but we recommend that ticket must be must be assigned to the L1 of that department. For example, one of the customer is having some problem in the invoices or some problem in the payment issues. They have that customer has made a payment, but that he or she has not received any invoice against that amount. So of course they will open a ticket. So that ticket must go to the billing department, L1 of that billing department. And if L1 is not able to solve any issue, so L1 will escalate that issue to L2, because L2 means actually this is a second level of escalation and they have a different authority from L1. So that's why we call it L2, level 2. Then if level 2 has not authority to solve that issues, or not able to make such a certain decision, or having limited access of resources to provide a solution, so that ticket also can be escalated to L3 of that particular department. And similarly, the L4 is the highest escalation. The most of the companies having, L3 escalation, till L3 escalation only, correct? So I hope this and help desk and the escalation process made up some sense out of that. Now the again is coming back to our product. So similarly, if you can assign, you can see here that you can select a particular department as a help desk if you are a help desk, right? And you can assign a particular ticket level in the particular relevant level, and the people who already has been defined level and departments. How you can define the level department? That's the question here. So let me go to the setting, and I can go to the module setting. So let me click here. Let me open a new tab. So module setting is there, right? In the module setting, you can see one department service desk is there. Okay. And from here, you can activate, deactivate some kind of alerts. And apart from that, there is a one more option, privilege, in the same way. So user privilege, where is user privilege? Okay, let me find out here. Yeah, set user privilege here. So let me open in a box. So this privilege is all about the access of the modules. So I'm not going into detail, and we are going to detail in the service desk. So when you click on the privilege means the access level management. You can see here, they all members who have been set in the service desk or sales department, all are there here. Correct? And how you can define the level? For example, I want in this setup, you can see I have made Ankita Singh as a help desk coordinator, right? So help desk coordinator means what we were talking about, the here a group of people or a person over here. So we have to, you know, we have to make it how you can let me select some color I want to select. Okay, if that. So here you can see help desk. Help desk is Ankita Singh in our example in our organization, right? So this is the job of help desk. That help desk will be able to decide which departments this ticket is belonging to, and that will be assigned to the particular department, right? And you can see, you can set department from here. You can set the escalation level too. If I want to put Jassing and KKR, both are in sales department, but I want to change to the service, right? So I can select the service and what escalation level I can give for them. In right now it is KKR is level 1 and the level 4, but I want to make it a level 2. I can update. Correct. You can see Jassing has been now in level 2 and the service department. How you can see this? Just let me go back where we were here. Let me refresh what settings have been done. So now I think that voice is not coming. I got muted. So can you let me know actually where I have been I have covered to the point? Can you unmute please any of one and can let me know till what point actually I was audible to you all people, please? So
actually we were at that point, escalation was done.
Okay. So
and department were set to service department and two users were escalated to the service department.
okay. So this settings was we covered setting and all in the help desk, this page.
Yes, it was done.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. So this way actually we can assign. So you can see here now we are able to see based on these settings. Now we are able to see 2 people in this department. So likewise we can do the settings. So this is the escalation. This part of the escalation, correct? And we can assign the similar things over here for other people also. So if you talk about the accounts, so you can see here account department, these 2 people have been assigned to the account department, right? But has not given this KKR4 has not given any level. So this will not be coming any of the level. So we have to assign this level also, for example, level 1 of account. We can assign. So this way actually it works basically what I wanted to make you understand. And you can say this is a current status of the help desk, and this is a user ID. Sorry, a user assigned tracking history in the timeline. So I was explaining this. Then first the ticket was assigned to Mr. Sohan. Then it went to Krishna Singh. Then still currently it is lying with the Krishna Singh. Right, department is same and the priority is also same and the status is also here. It was open. Then once it is assigned, it is customer pending. Still it is in customer pending, and you can see the date also. So likewise, what we were talking about, how we can ensure a customer to be satisfied. Most of the time, customer doesn't realize what they are making their mistake, and when they are responding, their ticket has been not been solved because they were not responding. So you can see here, you can show them a history. You can send them this history. Then how ticket has been routed and where we are faulty, right? So in case of when you have given a service level management, so it means that you are also bound to that giving that kind of services to your customer in the time. Otherwise, you will be imposed a lot of penalties on that. So you can show you have a complete history how ticket has been moved and where why the ticket has been not solved, whether customer has not responded in time or our team has not responded in time. So that has to be cleared, and this page makes very much clear of this thing. Now, if there is a small attachment, we allow a small attachment if it is there. So we can find here and we can download from here also. So this way actually this ticket works, right? Sorry, this way ticket works. So the ticket can be now you must have understood how ticket can be responded, how template can be used, how this escalation matrix works, and from where you can define the escalation matrix, and how you can analyze. And we have a lot of reporting also of this. So you can get the completely, and you can also analyze the pattern of the help desk to minimize the pattern of the tickets reported from a particular customer or a set of customer to minimize number of tickets reported by providing them solution act proactively. Coming to the rapid action, so this is very simple. This is chat between a support team and a customer and among team members who are in the BORG. So how does it work basically? So as name is suggesting, rapid action chat. Rapid means fast. So if, for example, we don't recommend customers to open chat immediately. First, they have to wait or unintentionally, right? So in that case, we can advise our customers to approach support team from a rapid action chat. So when they log in here, when they log in where in this dashboard, okay, in this customer login dashboard, so they here support team is setting, so they can interact in chat one by one, and who are login and available online. So you can see it is showing in a green. In this way, we can provide a ticket number. We recommend to use a rapid action chat if ticket number is there. So ticket number is there, so the customer we can if any customer is approaching us or support team without a ticket number, so we can ask first, what is your ticket number? If they don't have ticket number, we can advise them to open a ticket first, then come back to us with a ticket number. So without ticket number, any chat will not be entertained here. This way it works. So for example, I want to chat with the Jassing. So I have selected Jassing. So it will show my previous chat with the Jassing. And then I can also type anything. Hello, I have opened a ticket having a ticket number, this and this, right? So in this way, we can empower them to open a ticket, and come back with a ticket number in the chat box. Okay, so let's select this one. So and click, if we click on the send, then it will be automatically will go where, and the testing will be able to see, and that guy can respond to this chat with the relevant answer. So this way this rapid action chat works. Now team chat means any business owner can see the chat happens between team members and the customers. That can be used for the improvement and a lot of improvements, and lot of lot of ways to find out lot of ways to fill the gap between support team or customers what they have. So basically this is a part of audit for the business owners, right? Coming to the AMC contract, so as we discussed, uh, if customers having a nature of business like that, they are offering the annual maintenance contract for a particular service or for a product, so they can list out all contacts, and they can also track the payment received from that contract. So how they can use, so again they will go here and they can so add AMC. So this is a contract they can enter or update here. So they can open a customer register, whatever it is, the contract to with them, and for which service or category the contract is there. So you can open a multiple contract for a particular customer also, because you may be offering a multiple services or products to a single customer, right? So you can open a multiple contract for a particular customer, because a single contract defines for single services. You can define the contract date and contract end date and total contract amount. And one more thing to be understood here, we are also offering our clients, they can also enter here, they can allow their customer basically to pay the contract amount in EMI also. So as name is suggesting, AMC means annual maintenance contract. So this is the annual contract basically, and that has to be paid annually. But in most of the cases, it doesn't happen basically. In that case, we allow our customers to have a installment type, right? So they can enter how many installments they want to take from them. For example, this amount is 10,000, correct? So let me open one contract. This is with the Metro Wholesale services, for example, cloud services, and Tele on cloud, for example, we are offering. The contract is being started from today, and that will go for 1 year from today. AMC amount is, for example, let's take 1 lakh. We want to offer them 3 installment, for example, right? So installment date, first installment date is today, and the second is, for example, we want to take it at the end of the year. correct? And the installment is let's say 4. So total, you can say the installment amount is coming automatically calculated here. The installment amount will be 25,000. We can also define the SLA kind of things over here, so that also visible to your team, other team members, all team members, support team members, as well as your customer also. Here I'm not putting because we are showing you the demo, right? So I'm not putting any here, but you can put. Now I'm submitting this one, right? So contact is created, and you can say this contact is there. Now the contact value is this, and contact is in open status. Okay. So I can go to here, and if I can, I'm just trying to add it, this one. So you can see this one, right? So the status is new. So if I want to I want to change the status, so I can do it. Progress, renewed, paused, closed, expired, and resolved. And by the way, this system automatically set the expired status once AMC is expired, on the day of expired AMC. Apart from that, it also help you at least to send a reminder, 3 reminders before 15 days to the customers to alert them that your contract is going to expire, please renew it, right? So that has to be, and you can also track how many contracts is going to expire in next 1 week or in the next month. So you can also be the proactive to follow them, and you can send them the reminder. A lot of things are there, right? You can send them. So you can add it, or you can modify here from here. So again, I'm going to the AMC contact. So this is a list of AMC contact, and you can find out from here customer to customer, or in a date, right, when the contact is started, what is the status. For example, let me find out how many this contacts are expired. You can see these are all expired contacts, and you can say what is the number and what is the amount of contract. So these are contracts expired, and the total amount is 38,332 contracts you are going to lose. And we can see here there are total 10 contacts. And this way we can find out, we can project our service revenue, contract revenue from this, if we are entering the right value in the right time. Now just coming to the AMC dues, now you see the miracle. Now see the miracle. We have set this tally on cloud, right? Let me filter. You can see the tally on cloud. And you can also see we have set for the metro wholesale, correct? So let me filter here the metro wholesale also, and the status authority, and the product is tally on cloud. Let me put the filter. I have added this contact today, and you can see this is a 20. How much dues are there, and due date is today. As I told you, if I am adding this installment date, first installment date, so I have set there today's date as the first installment. So it is showing today, it is due today, right? And the contract start from here, and this AMC start from here, and it will end here, right? And you can say, and the status is due. So you can see here, you go to the edit contact or view contract log. So let me see the view contract log. So you can see here, this is a complete contract details. And if you want to find out the contract logs, how many, what is the conversation and what happens, so that can also will be uploaded here. So contract logs also can be created. over the period of time, if any change in the contract, if anything happened between customer and you, so that you also can maintain over here. Now I am just going back and I can see the added contract. You can see the in added contract. So we have created 4 installment, right? So you can see the 4 installment, and the system will divide automatically 4 installments. So you can see the how much amounts we are reducing of for our team. So it might have taken a lot of time to calculate what is the amount and all, and it gets calculated, automatically. So that first installment is 19th September and second one is 13th, sorry, 13th September, 13th December, then 13th March, then the last this one, because we have said last installment is this, first is this, so it has been divided in this way. And 20 for 25,000 it has been divided, and whenever this payment is being received, for example, today if we have not received, we have created a contact, and as per the commitment with the customer actually, that we are supposed to receive today's amount. So if it is not received, we can keep it blank, if so that you, that can also let you know that payment is still and you can, your team also can let know that still payment is due. If for example I'm writing here, if for example we have received the payment, so we, or we can also update the partial payment also. So if we have received full payment, for example, so we can write it here 25,000, or we can click on pay now. Okay, so you can say, you can see here a receipt date is today's date, and its status automatically gets converted in receipt, and the remarks is, it automatically remarks will come 20,000 and total pay amount, right? And action becomes inactive over here. Action gets removed from here if amount is paid. If it is partially paid, so it will not get this action will not be removed from. Now we can say, we can see here, so we can track this one, all right, our AMC dues. So now so this helps actually, and we can also see the contract details over here. So this helps actually to track the contract amount received, when it is received, and how much amount it is received, each and everything will be updated here. And the rest 3 and you can also track here, for example, if you click on AMC dues, how much amount is due so far. So earlier it was showing, but now it is not showing due. And for example, you can see here for this thing, it is still dues, and due date has not been set by the customer. That's why it is not showing the date. Otherwise, it would be shown this date also. Now you can see here rest. The next one is, I think it is understood. Now I'm just moving to the customer. So is it a customer? So this is a setup basically. So this is a customer management. So your support team will be able to see this customer details, right, and customer ID, which already has been set during onboarding of the process, right? So this is a complete detail of the customers. I'm not going into detail because already we have discussed the different things. Here it is much more important. You can say, I'm just jumping this report. I'll explain later. Go to CDR. CDR, you can say how many calls you will receive for the support. So all calls will be landed here. So if you are using this IVR services in your business, which is already integrated in the BORG, you can receive, you can also record each and every conversation done between your team and between support team and the customer. And you can use this thing to improve the quality of your support. So this works wonder, and this is very amazing. When you are having a lot of team members, a lot of customers and receiving a lot of calls, in that case, it works wonder, and you have a lot of scopes to analyze and to improve your system. In fact, and apart from that, you can also find out the gap and leakage in the system. So this work in this way, correct? So I think and template you can set from here. You can say whatever templates were visible in the account in the while replying the ticket. So you can set the template name and the template text from here. So you can set as per your requirement, whatever it is. So this is very simple system. Now I'm done. Now just let me show some reportings. So this is a part of analysis basically. But let me show you in 2 minutes. I'll take 2 more minutes for this thing. So this is a date filter, and you can find out this is a ticket sales service executive or service agent versus closed ticket ratio. So actually one ticket is there which has not been assigned. And here you can see the priority ticket versus priority. So priority, actually how many tickets are of low priority, how many tickets of high priority has been reported in the system. You can say the status analysis, what is status we have shown actually. How many tickets are signed, how many tickets are on open status, and how many tickets are in progress status, how many tickets are hold, and how many tickets are customer pending. That's the paramount important for this thing, for any business to have this kind of exact or very precise counting on numbers for any business. That works wonder. Similarly, you can also find out the escalation level. How many tickets are in level 1, how many tickets are level 3, how many tickets are in level 4. There is no tickets in the level 2. Similarly, for the service, how many tickets are there for which services. So you can see from here means what service or support has more tickets. More tickets means more confusion in the customer's mind. So you need to work on that to minimize the confusion, minimize the problems, issues, incidents in the customer premises or customer mind, so that you can minimize the number of tickets proactively. So this statistics is being used for this thing, right? This is a ticket department wise ticket ratio, which department this ticket is lying, how many tickets are lying, and the percentage of the same one for the entire company. And this statistics can be seen in the duration wise also, correct? So this is a reporting. So a lot of reportings available here. You can see here the ticket summary, then department wise, then ticket summary, priority wise, then ticket summary, help desk status, then how many AMCs, enrollment contractors signed up in a particular duration, because that reports is very much important to track this thing. AMC expiry date means how many AMCs are being expired in a particular duration. AMC status report means how many tickets are there in a particular status, how many tickets and task reports. So we have one task ticket and task report also, because I'm not covered today this thing, but our task force also integrated with the service desk to manage the backend and to manage and track the backend tasks which are associated with that particular incident reported by the customer. So this is not a standalone customer and supportive communication, but also the communication happens between your backend team members. For example, in case of laptop or IT company or any RO or something product company, and that is they're offering the support system. So you can say, in case of support system, what will happen, your support team will receive any call, and then that that call, for example, any product or any module is faulty, in that case, you'll have to assign a backend team to handle with this thing. So you can you can assign this thing from your system, and that can also be tracked. So that's the beauty of BORG Service Desk. Actually, the entire system being tracked. So of course, actually, we all know we are a company, we are a product, and we are a solution, or we are a service provider of softwares, and we practice one business, one solution, or one software. So one business, one software. So we don't recommend any business to have a multiple software, so that they can get confused and no a decision maker can reach to a particular right decision about the company, because they're not getting the accumulated reports out of that. So data is not accumulated in a particular format. So of course decisions will be affected, and no decision will be taken based on the data. And as I always said, I always say that any decision taken by without data, that we call it guesstimation. So always the business owners keep guessing the things. If we do this thing, the result may come this thing. If we'll do this thing, result may come this thing. So they start thinking, or hypothetically they thinks, and that decision may or may not be right, and most of the time it becomes wrong decisions, because we are not taking based on the data. Sometimes we take a decision on the based of our influence. Today we are influenced by other personality, other company or competitors, so we take a lot of decision. We don't analyze our data, our capacity, our budget, or each and everything. We don't do this thing if we don't have system, or we don't have data in place. We don't have systematic reports, so it happens. So avoid guesstimation, please believe in data, and keep analyzing this data, and ask your team to put each and everything. Don't do beyond this service desk or any BORG module. So we are there to support you always. So almost I have done most of the things. If any confusion is there, so you may ask. So first is let me unshare my screen, and thank you so much for attending today's meeting, and really I appreciate your presence, and hope actually a lot of doubts have been clear today. And I'll also wish most of the things you can get back to your business, and you can take back to your system business, and you can build a system in place, and wish for the lot of revenues and growth for your system. Thank you so much.